All right, guys, welcome back to Live Bold and Boss Up podcast. This week, we were chatting the other day, Steph and I, about did you hit your goals, right? It's the end of the year. Everybody sets goals at the beginning of the year, but do you follow up at the end of the year and check in with yourself and see if you hit your goals?
Yeah, totally.
And we need to do that.
Yeah. And I think it's good to have an accountability partner, which is why it's good that we're talking about this today. So, Ash, did you hit your goals for this year?
Okay, so we made vision boards at the beginning of last year, and we're going to do it again this year. And on my vision board for the last 2 years, I've had to get a Jeep Wrangler, and I finally got it this year.
Yay.
I know.
That was a big one.
Oh, I'm so excited over it. I love it. If you've never driven a Wrangler, I don't know if you'll understand, but if you have, you know, it's like super fun. I just love to drive over curbs and have the top down, and it's just so fun. It's just like another way to like really enjoy the journey, almost literally.
I think it's like a cult almost, like the Wrangler
Great.
cult.
We're in a cult.
No, but I feel like people that have them love them.
Yeah.
And they keep getting them.
It's so much fun. And then on it, I found this really cool like wad of money that I cut out and pasted on my vision board. And I feel like 2021, not just for me, I feel like for a lot of people was really good. Just hitting those monetary goals.
No, I agree. For a lot of industries, it was tough. And then for some industries, it was really good. Staffing in general was really good because a lot of companies were hiring. So we did well in that area. So that was good. And then especially compared to 2020, which was a really tough year,
right?
In comparison, I feel like.
Right. In comparison, I mean, it was much better.
Yeah.
And there were some other things, on there, like just improving, right? We always talk about that. I think for me, I did a really good job of organizing myself on the daily, writing things down that I needed to accomplish each day.
Right. We both one of our goals was to have a daily, like a notebook and a planner where we wrote things down. I feel like you did really good at that.
I literally excellent. I think I missed like 1 or 2 Fridays because we were farting around and doing fun things, and
that's okay.
Should I say that out loud, that we were messing around and not in the office diligently?
Yes, that's fine. I bought a really nice, expensive, it wasn't that expensive, but for a calendar, like the leather bound.
Oh yeah.
Organizer. And did I use it as much as I should? It's probably about 10% used.
Oh, that's terrible.
I am just not a writing things down, checking things off. I mean, I like to do that. It's just, I think I need something smaller because my notebook that I bought probably weighed 5 pounds.
It is pretty big. Yeah. It's like huge. Regular size.
Yeah.
And it's pretty thick too.
Yeah. So I think this coming year, I'm going to get a smaller, even like a spiral notebook.
Yeah.
Right. I am good at, as soon as I'm talking to someone, putting on the calendar right then, or, even typing notes. That's what I'm good at. I just don't like carrying around a bunch of paper. And I did try it for this year. It didn't work out for me. Yeah. Wasn't my thing.
That's okay. What else? What did work?
What did work? Well, I did make a goal for myself on being, I'm not there yet, but being number 1 in the company.
You're there?
No, I'm number 2.
Well, by like what, $1?
It's close. I mean, there's still a month to go. But, and that's something just fun, like personal for myself. Right. Like, it doesn't matter.
In the grand scheme of things, right. You're still doing fantastic.
Yeah, that's just my way of motivating myself.
Right.
Like, I have to be number 1.
Right.
Another thing that I did not do as well in necessarily, but was I had the whole physical exercise piece of it.
Yeah.
I've been doing good at exercising, but the yoga, like the mental wellness piece of it, not that I'm unwell or anything. I don't want you to get concerned. I feel very mentally sound.
I think you are.
I think, I mean, some days are better than others. But I haven't been doing yoga as much as I would like. That was on my vision board. I was really good in 2020 at the gratitude journal. I love that. I pretty much did it daily. And then 2021 came and I started off really strong and then I kind of fell off there.
Yeah.
But that is something I want to start back up in 2022.
You know what I found that I started meditating for motivation.
I think that's good.
Meditating before I went to sleep, but then I found myself kind of like daydreaming a little bit too much.
Right. I do the same thing. I like meditating before sleep, but then I end up falling asleep.
Right.
And then, but I think that's fine.
Is it fine?
Yeah. Because you know what? One of my purposes for meditating at night is to help me fall asleep and have a more restful and peaceful sleep. And it's obviously working.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
One thing I did not do in 2021 was get a dog, but that's one thing that will continuously be on my vision board.
You have like a million more office dogs though.
I know, that's true. You got a dog.
I got a dog.
Dan got a dog. Avery got a dog.
Yeah.
So like secondarily, I got a dog.
Technically you did get a dog.
Okay, technically, you're right.
Office dogs.
Yeah.
Office dogs.
And I just don't have to take care of them at home. So that's
kind of a win. It's a win-win.
I know, but then I also don't get to snuggle with them at home.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I think one thing that's key and that helps in keeping goals that you make is not creating vague goals. They have to be specific. They have to be like put a number on it. You know, put specifics around your goals. That way they're easier to reach.
Yeah, I agree with you. It has to be specific. Like we're talking about, did you reach your goals? If you didn't reach your goals, maybe it's not specific enough. If it has to be, if it's like monetarily, right? Like I had the wad of money on my thing. Next time I'm going to put an actual amount.
Right.
Right.
That's a good idea.
What do I need to maybe bring in as far as a business is concerned or bring in home wise? Put that actual number there. And this way I can kind of back into it.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's a great idea. Also, if you want to lose weight or something like that, put a number on it. That way you have that number to shoot for. Otherwise, if it's just like lose weight, like what does that even mean?
Right.
Yeah. And then I don't think it's as attainable or you won't stick to it. I also think that your goals need to have a higher purpose. Like what is the purpose of your goal? If it's to meditate, like why? What do you want to get out of it? Or yoga, like what do you want to get out of that goal?
Right. I love the higher purpose piece because you're more apt to sticking with it, right? It's just not like I'm going to lose weight because I want to look good for X, Y, and Z. You know, you want to really stick to something that's higher level. It's kind of like more, I don't know, like nurturing your soul. Is that too deep? Dang.
No. But it is getting a little deep. Getting a little hot in here. And then also have an accountability partner, like I mentioned, like check in with them, tell someone else your goals or have that vision board on your desk and ask someone to check in with you and you check in with them throughout the year. We actually did that with our work. I think 6 months into the year, I think in June or July, we did like a check-in a day where we all just gave updates and where we stood with our vision boards. Are we still keeping focus on those goals and how are we doing in attaining them?
Yeah, I feel like we check in a lot.
Yeah,
I love that.
That's good. Also having too many things on there, like, you know, having too many projects or too many goals, like maybe prioritize them, what's most important to you, and then what are like nice to haves.
Right. I mean, like write out a list of all of the possible goals. And then I would really, really cross off the ones that are kind of like, I'm sure some of them are subsets of the main goal, right? So you could probably cross off some of them so it doesn't seem so just
daunting.
Yes. It shouldn't be an unhappy feeling when you're checking off your goals. It should be a happy feeling.
Great feeling. Yeah. And if you don't hit your goal, then that is okay. Just if it was really important to you, then do better next time. Or, you know, actually do the steps to take it. If it's at night and you want to meditate, but there's a really good Netflix show on, maybe just rank out what's important to you.
I mean, I think that's a great piece of advice because I feel like in the moment, if you're feeling like I really just want to watch that show, then award yourself that opportunity to just sit there and watch the show because next time you'll probably not want to watch the show and you want to meditate anyway. And I feel like it's a good healthy balance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And don't be lazy if it's going to the gym, then actually go to the gym and then reward yourself by that Netflix show or whatever.
Mhm.
Like set rewards for yourself. I like that.
I personally love working out because I feel more motivated afterwards. It's always starting it. It's always getting there. That's really tough.
Yes. Well, we can tell you like to work out, Ash.
Thanks.
Because you're very healthy and fit. But for others like myself who need to get started, I mean, I started, but it is hard to get started.
It's hard.
Ugh,
That's the hardest part.
I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
But once you're there, then you'll like it.
And I think planning is important too. Like,
yeah,
you have to plan.
Yeah.
So once you write out your goals, cross off some of the ones that probably are a subset of the bigger goals.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you have to write it out. Like, we're going to be running a race in 2022, half marathons, some 10Ks, and I'm not a runner at all. This is probably not something that would be a traditional goal of mine, but I'm going to have to plan out my runs and actually do it.
Right. Yeah. You have to stay disciplined.
I don't know, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? So I'm like, let's run because if I'm going to run, I'm going to do it. I'm going to accomplish this thing that I don't necessarily love to do. I feel like everything else is going to be easier.
Mm-hmm. For sure. And then once you achieve your goal, check it off. You can still add to your goal list, throughout the year. If you checked it off and you want to set something new, a bigger goal, then by all means, like definitely do it. You're just growing.
I think that's a great point because you don't have to just do what's on your list that year. Like if you finish it halfway through, add a couple more things on, that's going to be cherry on top, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you'll feel really good that you completed it. And you know what? Goals don't have to be January through December. Goals can start at any time.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a big thing is people think, oh, like you set this goal in January and by June, oh, I didn't stick to my exercise goal. So now it's just out the window for the year.
Right.
Like, no.
Which is why I had the Wrangler on my vision board for like 2 years. I mean, I didn't get it.
Didn't give up.
Right.
Yes. That's why the dog is on my vision board every year.
Oh, I love it. Well, and I think it's important to have things on your vision board that you won't attain in a year, but you need to see it every day so that okay, I'm working towards that. It might not be this year, it might be next year. I think it's okay to have a vision board that's like 1 year to 5 years down the road.
Right.
So you can keep that
yes.
road map open for you.
Yes. And the podcast was actually one of our goals for a couple of years, I feel like. And we had it on there and then we kept, not doing it. And then finally 2020, we're like, we're doing it. And now, I mean, we're already a year and a half in.
That's
and
crazy.
I know, and I love it. And now the next goal is more followers and listeners and subscribers and all that good stuff that comes along with it.
Yeah.
On that note,
I feel like that was good. Like we accomplished a lot. I hope this was really helpful.
It was helpful for me.
Yeah, I know. Helpful for me too. And we'll definitely come back on and chat about what's on our goals for next year for sure.
Yeah, I would love to hear your guys doing what you do to help you achieve your goals or stay organized, because that's always a goal of ours. Mm-hmm. So let us know, drop us a line at liveboldandbossup@gmail.com.
Yeah.
And as always, hit us up and give us a great rating on Apple Podcasts and subscribe.
Support your girls.
Follow us. Yes.
We always appreciate it. Thank you, Next Path. We love you. And until next time, live bold and boss up.